Merry Christmas, friends, and welcome into my craft room. Thank you all so much for being here. It really does always mean a lot to me. You come to craft with me, you come to visit with me. Thank you so much for being my friend here on my channel. Today's episode, we are making some really cute crafts using some signs from the Dollar Tree. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Now let's get crafting. I love all the signs they have at the Dollar Tree, but sometimes you don't know really what to do with them other than just hanging them up. So I like to give you, my crafting friends, a couple ideas to use these signs in different ways. For this particular sign, it is such a darling Santa truck with a candy cane lane arrow on it, and I thought, how cute would it be if we could make this stand upright? I'm going to take some of these blocks that you can get in the craft section at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to just glue them on the back side of the wheel or the tire of this truck sign. Taking it apart is going to allow us to be able to make this become vertical, and it's really going to up the value of this sign. This is the kind of home decor that you would see in a lot of department stores around Christmas time. When we're finished with this look, it is going to look so high-end compared to it just being a $1.25 sign that you can hang on the door or the wall in your home. Now, I like to take a craft stick, roll it around in my hot glue, and then secure that stick with a piece of paper. This is really going to help up the ante on this project, making it have a higher quality look and a finished completed backside. I like to use a wood grain scrapbook paper. I get this often at like Joann's or Michael's. They have a lot of different scrapbook papers there, so I just keep some on hand, and then I'm going to glue that down so it has a nice finished backside. Now, at this point, we could stop there. It's super cute, but I decided to add some more embellishments to the front of this by just simply taking some bows, some buttons, and some greenery. Tucking it over to the side on the back side of the truck really just enhances this darling little sign that was just $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. You can see here that I first glued on a twine bow, then I'm going to come in with a gingham bow, and then to finish it off, we're going to add some buttons. This project was super quick to make, and it really is elevating these signs. So the next time you go to the Dollar Tree and you pick up one of these signs, don't be afraid to embellish it and play with it by adding on all kinds of different little embellishments and even adding it to a 3D element with it, having it go vertical. So in the end, I'm going to add on a couple little buttons here, and this sign is ready to be displayed on any table in your home. Using this darling sign from the Dollar Tree, it can be a hang-up sign or you stick it in your garden. I'm going to turn it into a vertical decor piece. We're going to take a garland, a cardboard box, some foam, some greenery, and a piece of scrapbook paper of your liking. I went ahead and marked the size that I needed for my scrapbook paper so I could cut it down with my paper trimmer. I'm going to link all my tools down below from this video. I typically do just so if you ever see something and you want to know where it's from, I usually have all my Amazon links that are down there in my description box, so you'll see it. But we're going to go ahead and take that scrapbook paper and glue it onto that cardboard round box. This is going to become the base of our decor piece, and it's going to allow our darling sign to stand upright. Go ahead and glue that on nice and tight and smooth. I like to work quick when I'm working with paper and hot glue. I don't want to see any of the lumps and bumps. And then go ahead and remove that sticker from the bottom. Now I'm going to take a piece of foam and I'm going to just cut it down, and I decided to make it a little bit taller. This was a piece of scrap foam I had sitting around in my craft room, and I'm just going to build it up so it's up to the rim of that box. Go ahead and glue all of those pieces together and down inside of the box. And now we're going to take that sign I'm going to just snap it where I know I want it to go down in there enough into the foam, but it allows it to still stand upright out of the box. I'm going to trim off any of that extra that I don't want to be on there, and then I'm going to pre-punch the hole before I glue it. I don't want to wiggle it around side to side. I just want to have a nice clean push down into the foam, and then I put some glue down into that hole as well on the actual sign, the stake that came with the sign. And now I'm going to just hold it in place just for a second while that dries. I'm now going to use that garland, cut off a long piece, and I'm going to add some glue to get it started around the stake of that sign and all over the foam. And I'm just going to simply coil that around until you cannot see the foam anymore. Be careful with this part because it is easy to put your finger right in that hot glue, just like I did there. But thankfully I've been using glue forever, so it doesn't hurt me too much whenever I put my finger in it. I actually have tried to use those little finger protectors, and I'd rather just use my fingers and get little burns here and there just because I'm used to it. I tucked all of that greenery down inside of my box, and now I'm going to come in with one of those picks. I love the picks at the Dollar Tree because they have such a variety and they are all on a crafter's budget. I trimmed them down to size, and now I'm going to just glue them right into that foam, adding some pine cones, some holly berries on the front and the back, because again, remember, we love to finish our backs here on this channel. I love to show a finished, completed look. So whatever side you come at this little decor piece, it's going to look nice and finished from both sides. I also will remove the sticker, but I didn't show that part in this video segment. Go ahead and cut off that string at the very top, and I'm going to cover up that hole because I don't want to see that hole. I happen to have these darling snowflake buttons. I've been using them a lot this season. I'm going to cover up the hole and add on some more of these snowflake buttons all over my little snow penguin, and then I'm going to come in with some of this chunky, thick, beautiful glass glitter. I'm adding it with hot glue. I find that the hot glue dries very quickly and it adheres the glitter really well. So I went ahead and just did a little bit of glue along the rim of that box, and then I'm going to add some more glitter. I am also making some drip down icicles that is with this glitter, so it looks like it's not just a straight line. I wanted to look a little bit frosty, like an icicle dripping down that you would see in wintertime. And then I also came up to the top of my penguin's hat, and I decided to embellish up there as well. The fun thing about these projects is you just keep adding until you feel like it's completed. Once I put the glitter on the box, I knew that I definitely wanted to add some up to his cute Santa hat, and I'm just going around the edges a little bit and at the very top. Now that the glitter is all in place, I'm going to just make sure I tap off all the extra, clean up my table, and this darling penguin sign is ready for you to use as a home decor piece on any table or bookshelf in your home. This craft is going to continue to grow as we create it. I have this darling milk jug that we're going to use for a floral arrangement, some greenery, which is a frosted fern and a berry pick from the Dollar Tree, and we're going to just put that foam in there and add all of this greenery to it. Now you're going to see that we could stop at the greenery or keep adding more to it. I really love playing with projects here in my craft room and just personalizing it and making it my own. Now, once I had my foam piece glued into my milk jug vase, I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to the top of the foam. This is the easiest way I find to get that fern in there and let it stick quickly without having to keep gluing each stem of the pick. And then once those were all poked into place, I'm going to cover up the rest of the foam around the edges because I don't want to see that part. I don't think that that looks very nice. I'm going to just come in with some Spanish moss, going along the edges and tucking it down into the jug. Now we're going to come in and start adding in some of that holiday red that we would see during the winter seasons, assuming the deers have not come through, or the squirrels or the chipmunks, and have picked off all of your holly berries from your plants. Go ahead, tuck those down in there. Again, I added my hot glue down in there, and then I'm poking it down into the hot glue. It just makes it so much easier than fighting with the glue on the end of the stick and getting burnt. Now you can see here that this could be a completed look. This is what I was talking about. It's so beautiful. It would look so lovely on a table, but let's make it a little more whimsical. These signs at the Dollar Tree are so fun to work with. And again, you don't have to only just stick them in your yard or hang them up on a nail or hook in your home. You can turn them into decor pieces by breaking off these sticks, cutting off the twine little tag ribbon loop at the top, and then putting them together with some other pieces. So I'm going to take this, I broke down the stick, and I'm going to stake that down into the foam. And again, we could stop there. It's super cute, just adding this Frosty the Snowman at the top. We could stop there, but I decided let's just keep playing with it and adding some more embellishments to it. So I took some of these clear snowflakes and I glued 2 to the back of him, 1 down lower, 1 up higher, and then I'm going to come in with some more of my famous snowflake buttons this season. I just love these buttons. I cannot say it enough. If you have a Joann's by you, swing by. I feel like the bag was like $4, maybe $6, and there's a ton of these buttons, and they're so cute to use for Christmas. I could see these on some cards. I could see these on decor, all sorts of stuff. I'm just going to glue them all over, and then we've got a completed look that looks so high-end. I love the process of crafting, how we can take random embellishments, random signs from the Dollar Tree, and bringing them all together to make something special that is so high-end looking and custom for your home. Crafting truly brings me so much joy to my heart. I have been crafting ever since I can remember, since I was about 6 years old, maybe even a little bit before that, but that's when the crafting bug bit me. How about you? Leave a comment down below to let me know how long you have been crafting, because I just love sharing in this community with all of you. Now I'm going to recommend this video right here. If you missed it, it posted a couple days ago. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you're new or returning and haven't clicked it yet. And until the next episode, bye friends!